Hello friends, it's time for another video. I decided to redo the video about SpongeBob's house. The last video about SpongeBob's house included only 4 seasons, and this time I want to include as much as possible. So let's get started right away. In the first episode we see SpongeBob's house for the first time. We also see his bedroom, and there is also a part of a crane in the background. And you will also see that in all the other episodes his bedroom is the other way around. There is also SpongeBob's gym. In Reef Blower it is revealed that SpongeBob's house has a garage. In Jellyfishing there is also this room here that must be somewhere above the ground floor. You can also see the drop with the ropes. After dropping down, Patrick and SpongeBob reach the ground floor. From this perspective you can see that there are 2 doors on the ground floor. In Plankton there is SpongeBob's bedroom, and there is also a door. On the ground floor there is also the kitchen, and we can see in the background the living room. In this episode there is also a door next to the garage. In boating school we see again SpongeBob's bedroom, and when he walks through this door he arrives at the library. There is also a slide, and almost underneath the slide there is another door. It is also revealed that there is a closet in the library. In this episode we are in the living room. We can see the entrance, and there is also a window next to the entrance. There we can also see the fish that we saw previously from the kitchen. In Pickles we see again the 2 doors that we saw previously. There is also a door on the right side, and the kitchen where you can find 2 doors. In Jellyfish Jam there is the bedroom again, but this time we can see this drop here that we saw previously. When SpongeBob walks to the right we can see that there is another door, and behind it is the staircase. And the staircase is next to the entrance, which is a little bit strange. In this episode we also see the roof. So let's try and create a floor plan. We see the entrance, the living room. We also saw the 2 doors. One of them is leading to the kitchen. In the kitchen was another door, and this door must lead to the garage. From the outside we saw that next to the garage was a door, and this door must lead to the kitchen from the outside. And then in the living room on the right side we saw the door that was leading to a staircase. And then there is the first floor where you can find the bedroom and also the library. And that's the floor plan so far. In Scary Depends we see that the left door is a closet. In this episode we are in the kitchen again. We can see the door that leads to the closet. In the kitchen is also the door that should lead to the garage. And from the kitchen we see the entrance, and that all corresponds with our floor plan so far. In Suds we can see how SpongeBob walks to the bathroom, and the bathroom is next to the bedroom. So the first floor could look something like this. The bathroom is next to the bedroom. If you watch this episode here, then you will see this scene, and in this scene we can see that there are 4 doors in the living room, and that corresponds with our floor plan so far. In Your Shoes Untied we can see SpongeBob laying in his bed, and in front of him we see 2 doors. The left door leads to the library, and the door in front of him leads to the staircase. And on the right side somewhere must be the door that leads to the bathroom. And it also corresponds with our floor plan so far. In Something Smells we see SpongeBob's bedroom, and there is this door that should lead to a staircase. But surprisingly it leads to a kitchen in this episode. We can see the wallpapers from his bedroom. I did some research and I found out that it is indeed a mistake in the show. Normally you should see the living room in the background. We also see Patrick walking this very long corridor, and this door here leads to the library. It's this door here. We know that this door here leads to the bedroom of SpongeBob. In Big Pink Loser we can see that there is an extra door that is full of trophies, and in this episode the door that leads to the staircase disappeared. We are in the kitchen again. This time we see the other side of the kitchen, and there is the door that leads to the outside, and that also corresponds with our floor plan. In this episode we are in the living room. We see the staircase on the right side, so that's all okay. But then we see another bathroom, and this bathroom must be on a different floor. Here you can see SpongeBob hanging from the ceiling, and underneath his bedroom is another bathroom. In this episode we can see SpongeBob's bedroom, and we can see the left door, and behind this door there is this a very long corridor. In this episode, we see one more time that the left door in the living room is a closet. There is also the gym somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure where. In this episode we see SpongeBob in his bed, and we see one more time the two doors. The left door that normally leads to the library and the right door that leads to the staircase. And then there is Gary in the kitchen, and he leaves through the garage. That would look something like this. There is also this corridor here, and there is a door. It says SpongeBob's galley, and behind it is SpongeBob's bedroom. We also see the other side. This is what it could look like. You can also see that I changed the first floor to the second floor, because we saw previously that underneath the bedroom was a bathroom, so there must be a floor underneath. There is also somewhere the gym, so I think that there must be a first floor. We saw the ground floor, and we also saw that the bedroom is on the second floor. But there was another bathroom on the first floor, and there could also be the gym. There is another mistake. We can see SpongeBob in his kitchen, and when he walks out to the living room, he comes out of this door here. We saw several times that normally there is a closet, and next to it is the kitchen. In Rule of Thumb, the design of the two doors changed. It looks like they just reused the design of the door on the right side. In Nightlight, there is an additional door next to the door that should lead to the library, but there is a bathroom next to SpongeBob's bedroom, so at least that corresponds with our floor plan. In Krabby Road, there is the garage again, but it looks like it's half of the house in this episode. Here SpongeBob is in his kitchen, and the door on the left side should lead to the garage, but in this episode there is the living room, and the door on the right side should lead to the living room. In Gone, there is a missing door that should lead to the kitchen, but instead we see that the left door is leading to the kitchen. And then also remember the fish, because in the next scene we can see the kitchen, and on the opposite side there is the fish. So in this episode the kitchen changed places. In Grooming Gary, there is the library again, and we also see this slime trail or whatever you call it. Based on that, you can assume that the library must be next to SpongeBob's bedroom. In Ditchin, there is this door here in the living room on the right side, and we know that this door leads to a staircase, right? But not in this episode. In this episode, this door leads to the kitchen. In Shell Shocked, we can see the library, we can see the slide, and in the background we can see SpongeBob's bedroom. There is also his pet Shelly. So in this episode the library is directly connected with his bedroom. When SpongeBob walks through this door here, he arrives at the staircase, so it looks like it is all connected to each other. In this episode we can see the drop next to his bed, and underneath is this room here. This room must be on the first floor, where we can also find a bathroom and the gym. But I don't know how the floor plan looks for this floor. This episode is very weird. We can see curvy corridors, and the staircase is directly connected to the kitchen. In this episode there is again a door that is missing behind SpongeBob. As you can see, we had a similar case in season 6. We can also see the bathroom again, and it must be on the first floor. In the background you can see the stair railing. There is a fire in the library. We can also see the smoke, and in the next scene we can see how the smoke is coming out of the door. Another confirmation that the library must be behind this door. It is also revealed that next to the library is a bathroom, so maybe the library is in between two floors. But then we see something weird. We see the staircase, and behind this door should be the living room. But when SpongeBob enters, you can see the gym. In this episode we can see one more time behind this door in SpongeBob's bedroom is the library. We can even see a little bit of the slide. The same is shown in this episode here. We can see Squidward entering SpongeBob's bedroom from the library. In Pet Sitter Pet we get also the confirmation that there is a bathroom next to SpongeBob's bedroom. We can see Patrick here entering the bathroom from SpongeBob's bedroom. In the same episode we can see a big storeroom in the kitchen. In this episode we see how it's supposed to be. We see the two doors in the living room, and the right door leads to the kitchen. In Home Sweet Rubble we see that normally the right door in the kitchen should lead to the living room, but in this episode the left door is leading to the living room, and this door normally would lead to the garage. In Gary's new toy, we see again this door here, and we know that this door should lead to a staircase, right? But not in this episode. In this episode, this door leads to the garage. And in the very next scene, it's again a staircase. At least we see how the kitchen is supposed to be. We see the door that is leading to the living room, and the left door should lead to the garage. And the same we can find in this episode here. There is the living room and the door to the garage. And then we have snail mail, where the staircase is on the wrong side. Behind this door should be a closet, but in this episode you can find a staircase there. We get another confirmation in this episode here. We see SpongeBob's bedroom and this door should lead to the staircase. And it does, even though it's the other way around in this episode. And then there is this episode. We can see the door that leads to the kitchen, but it looks like there is another corridor in between. Don't Wake Patrick is a very weird episode. You can see the entrance and there are two doors, and one of the door is leading to the staircase. And on the other side you have this here. So it's totally confusing. And we arrived in season 11. At least this looks right. We can see that the staircase is on the right side and we can even see the entrance. SpongeBob walks the stairs and he arrives at the bathroom. And we know that there is a bathroom next to SpongeBob's bedroom and there is also a bathroom on the first floor. In season 12, in this episode here, we can see that there is an additional door. And then there is also this door here that should lead to the kitchen, but in this episode it looks like it leads directly to the living room. In Broken Alarm, we see something interesting. We can see how Mr. Krabs is entering SpongeBob's bedroom. And we had a similar scene in season 4. And it kinda corresponds with our floor plan. In the big bed, Bubble Bass, there is a safe, but it looks like it's made out of cardboard. And behind it is a room that looks like a shop. In this episode there is something very interesting. We see how SpongeBob goes through this picture here. It is a secret entrance. And through this entrance you get behind the walls. And there is this guy living there for ages. When SpongeBob's house was built, this guy accidentally was walled in. He even uses SpongeBob's fridge from the other side. So at the end, this is my floor plan. We have the ground floor and also the second floor. I'm not really sure about the first floor. What do you think? Tell me your opinions in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See ya!